My mom showed up at my door holding my bank card and told me my daughter and I were not coming to Bali anymore. 3 days before the flight, after I'd paid for everything. Months later, she was saying yes to a judge. I'm 34, divorced in Austin, and I work in marketing. In my family, I'm the one who handles it, which is code for pays first. So when my parents, my sister, Vanessa, her husband, Derek, and their 2 kids planned Bali, I booked it all on my card. Flights, 5 nights at a resort, transfers, insurance, even a driver. Just over $13,000 with everyone promising we'll settle up later. That night, Ava, 8, was humming while she packed her carry-on when the doorbell rang. My mom didn't come in or smile. She held my card out like I'd been irresponsible. It's for the best, she said. The kids will be more comfortable. I said, so we're staying home because my sister decided that? My mom sighed. Less stressful. I took my card back and kept my voice steady. If my child isn't welcome on the trip I paid for, I'm getting every dollar back. My mom snapped. You're overreacting. I said, no, this is just the first time I'm reacting at all. She turned around and walked off my porch. Ava ran in right after, smiling, asking if Grandma brought anything fun. She asked if she should pack her sandals. I told her Grandma just stopped by for an errand and I had to finish something for work. Ava nodded and went back to her room, still trusting me. Later, she folded her countdown sheet and shoved it in a drawer. I kept staring at that drawer, wondering what she thought she did wrong. I called Ethan, my old college friend, who's a civil litigation attorney. He showed up the next morning with coffee and a legal pad, like this was a meeting. I told him the number and watched his face change. 13 grand, I said. He went flat. That's not family drama. That's them using what you paid for after excluding you. Ethan told me to save everything and stop talking to them. So I built a folder, receipts, confirmations, group chat messages, and my mom's text saying, we'll all settle up once we get back. We sent a short written demand to my mom, full reimbursement, 14 days, total listed. She replied in 5 minutes that it was a gift, that I was selfish, and that I should reflect on my parenting if Ava made the other kids uncomfortable. Then my sister texted me one line that told the truth. Your drama ruins everything. We filed the claim and my phone exploded. My sister calling, her husband texting, my dad warning I was humiliating them. I didn't answer. For once, I let them panic in the quiet. 3 days later, they flew to Bali anyway, smiling in photos like nothing happened. My cousin sent me screenshots of my mother grinning at the resort, and I stared at them while Ava did homework on our living room floor. Then my sister left me a voicemail, suddenly gentle. She said, drop the claim and we can move on. She even offered my daughter an invite to her son's birthday if I handled this the right way. I forwarded it to Ethan. He called back and said, people don't beg like that when they think they'll win. The hearing morning, my stomach felt like concrete. I walked past my parents, my sister, and her husband without speaking and sat beside Ethan. He kept it simple. Receipts, confirmations, and the messages about me fronting costs and being paid back. Their lawyer tried to call it a gift, but the text didn't say gift. The judge looked at my mother and asked, was reimbursement expected? My mom tried to dodge, so the judge asked again. My mom swallowed hard and finally said, yes. The room went dead quiet right then. My sister's face tightened, and my dad stared at the floor. The judge ruled full repayment and court costs. They paid, but with zero grace. My mom sent her portion with no note. My dad covered more than I expected. My sister dragged hers out in smaller payments like she wanted me to feel every step. Then the silence went permanent, no calls, no check-ins, nothing. It hurt until I finally admitted the truth. They loved my reliability, not me. About a year later, my cousin told me the twist. My sister's kids never asked to exclude Ava. My sister used them as cover. She'd been feeding them lines about Ava being too sensitive. A year and a half after court, Ethan and I took Ava to Bali for real. At sunset, she squeezed my hand and said, this feels better than I imagined. This time, we were actually wanted.